The lights were dazzling. The runway glowed. Music pulsed through the air like a heartbeat. Cameras flashed as A-listers strutted in their tailored best. And at the center of it all, Rihanna, pop icon, beauty mogul, fashion queen, making another memorable appearance. But it wasn't her outfit or her walk that stirred up chatter this time. It was the tiny presence beside her, her son. While Rihanna's public appearances always draw attention, this one left fans talking for a very different reason. She brought her young son to a high-profile fashion show, and it sparked a storm of reactions. Not because of how cute he looked or how stylish his outfit was, but because of what he had to endure just by being there. Fans watching from home couldn't help but notice the blaring music, flashing lights, and chaotic environment. While adults may thrive off the electric energy of Fashion Week, many felt it was far too much for a toddler. Social media lit up with comments like, "That baby looks overwhelmed," and "Poor kid, this isn't the place for him." The concern wasn't rooted in hate, quite the opposite. It was rooted in empathy. People weren't criticizing Rihanna as a mother. They were expressing concern for a child placed in a setting that seemed uncomfortable, overstimulating, and, for lack of a better word, adult. After all, a fashion show isn't exactly a playground. It's a curated space of flashing bulbs, loudspeakers, and relentless media attention. Some viewers even zoomed in on footage that showed the toddler covering his ears during parts of the show. Others pointed out how he clung tightly to Rihanna, his eyes wide with what looked like distress. It wasn't hard to imagine how overwhelming it must have been for a young child not yet old enough to understand the glamour and spectacle around him. And this moment sparked a broader conversation. Where is the line between parenting in the public eye and protecting a child's peace? We live in an age where celebrity children are sometimes viewed as extensions of their parents' brands. They're photographed, discussed, dressed up, and placed on display, not unlike accessories. But children aren't accessories. They're humans. Tiny, sensitive, developing humans with very real emotional needs. Some fans defended Rihanna, saying that perhaps she simply wanted her son by her side, or that he insisted on coming. Others said, if you had to attend back-to-back events as a new mom, wouldn't you bring your baby too? Those arguments hold weight. Parenting is complex. The life of a working mother in the public eye is even more so. But even among supporters, a common sentiment rang out. If a child looks unhappy in an environment, maybe it's not the right place for them, regardless of status. There's also the unspoken pressure celebrity parents face. Appear too private, and you're accused of hiding your child. Appear too open, and you're called out for exposing them. It's a tightrope no parent should be forced to walk. And yet, Rihanna, like many before her, finds herself in that impossible balancing act. It wasn't long ago that Beyoncé was criticized for rarely showing her kids in public. Then again, Kim Kardashian was slammed for allowing her daughter North to attend runway shows and perform on stage. So what's the right move? There's no universal answer, but fans seem to agree on one thing: a child's comfort should come first. One tweet summed it up perfectly. I love Rihanna, but that baby looked like he wanted to be anywhere else. Protect his peace. The world can wait. The moment also invited people to reflect on their own childhood experiences. Many recalled being forced into adult environments and feeling out of place. Birthday parties where they didn't know anyone, family weddings that lasted too long, religious events where silence was mandatory. That sense of being small in a world not made for you leaves a mark. And maybe that's what resonated most. Seeing a powerful figure like Rihanna, normally in control of every setting she steps into, in a moment where her child seemed vulnerable, reminded people of a simple truth. Even the richest, most famous parents face real challenges. This wasn't about shaming a mom. This was about seeing a kid who didn't look like he was enjoying himself and voicing concern with compassion. At the end of the day, Rihanna has every right to bring her child where she chooses. But fans, too, have a right to care. It's not judgment. It's love. It's wishing peace and joy for a baby who didn't sign up for the flashing lights, the scrutiny, or the spectacle. So maybe the next time the spotlight turns on the runway, someone will think twice before placing a little one in its direct beam. Maybe this conversation will shift how we view childhood and fame, not as a prop to fame, but as a life deserving of quiet, calm, and consideration.